What's good, y'all? Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. The rematch is up on us, man. We gonna get it. June 21st, Lamont Roach versus Javante Tank Davis 2. That's gonna be a banger, man. I can already tell from the first fight. And like I always say, man, when you familiar with your opponent, just like I said with Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, when you didn't fight your opponent in the amateurs, y'all done sparred each other multiple times, that fight is it's gonna be a banger. Literally, y'all know each other moves, y'all know each other tendencies, y'all know each other strengths, y'all know each other weaknesses. Ain't too much been changed since the amateurs. And we saw that March 1st, man. Well, arguably somebody who everybody thought was invincible. We saw that come to fruition on March 1st, man. Tank was in there, man, for the fight of his life with Lamont Roach, man. Getting rocked multiple times. Lamont Roach showing he could take his punch. He knew Tank was looking for that left hand the whole fight, so he was able to eat a lot of them, absorb a lot of them, and he was able to block a lot of them, man. His defense was sharp. He had a crazy game plan, and you could just tell that they were super familiar with each other. But it's a lot of stories coming out, man, as of late. Uh, People like Brian Norman Sr., a lot of folks speaking on like the mentality of Tank and how he don't got no heart. He not cut out for this. He a front runner. I done heard so much things, man. Polly Malignaggi, he speaking saying, Tank bitch made. He done heard things like that. He done heard that Tank also is a front runner. He used intimidation to beat a lot of his opponents. And from what we seen and from what we can gather up, we're gonna use context clues, we're gonna use evidence. That is kind of true. You can kind of see it. It bled through a lot March 1st, and we saw a different side of Tank that the public haven't seen before. And we just gotta be honest about it, man. I know the Tank fans, man, they gonna they're gonna be angry about this one, but this is so true. Think about Frank Martin versus Tank. I made a video on this. When he made him flinch at the press conference, Frank Martin was shaking and didn't know what to say, and you could tell the lights was too bright. He was, and then that translated to the fight. He was overreacting to punches that Tank was throwing. He was overreacting to feints that Tank was throwing. Uh, he let himself get too comfortable. He wore himself out. He ended up on the ropes and Tank caught him. Ball game. He intimidated that man. Uh, just always intimidating his opponents, man. With Lamont Roach, he couldn't intimidate him. Tank and Lamont Roach know each other, man. They didn't fight in the amateurs twice. They didn't train together before. They didn't, ate together before, man. Lamont Roach daddy didn't, coach Tank in fights before. So they know each other inside and out. Brian Norman Sr. went on the podcast, uh, basically saying, man, Tank, he not mentally strong. He don't got the heart for this. He said he didn't personally watched him quit in sparring multiple times. He didn't watched him stop fighting for no apparent reason. He said a former manager of him, his son, and Tank, then told stories about how Tank was supposed to spar somebody, supposed to be dangerous. He said the Tank would tell him, man, keep the car running. If this person get the best of me, he gonna hit him with some shit. He gonna hit him with a combination and run out the gym, and they gonna scare it off. All type of stuff, man. Only thing I personally have really heard, that made Tank look soft or make Tank look weak was that Devin Haney sparring. Devin Haney got the best of him. He was the first one to stop Bill Haney, and Devin Haney left with the money. He got outworked, but they said it was because he was fresh off a plane. He was fresh off a party, and he was drinking. Uh, and things of that nature, man. So, and like I said, I know the Tank fanboys, I know the Tank fans gonna be angry about this, but we can only go off what we know and what we've seen. March 1st, man, we saw a different side of Tank, man, that he has never showed to the public. We saw him when he couldn't intimidate Lamont Roach. When he saw Lamont Roach was eating his shots, he was absorbing his shots. He couldn't knock him down. He resorted to dirty moves. He resorted to low blows. He resorted to, I even heard people say trying to bite him. He resorted to, you know what I'm saying, taking that knee, trying to break Lamont Roach's rhythm. When he saw Lamont Roach was getting the best of him, he like, oh shit, this ain't no like this ain't no joke, ain't no game. Lamont is really here to fight. Like, he not gonna lay down like the rest of my opponents. And Lamont Roach was talking shit back. Like, nigga, I thought you hit harder. Like, what is this? Like, so it just shows, man, nobody is invincible. We thought Tank, especially at 135, had that invisible cloak, the invincible cloak, where he can't be hurt. Even if you touch him, man, we saw him get rocked, like visibly hurt a few times. He could not hurt Lamont Roach at all. And this, I really feel like this rematch, I think is gonna be super successful. Think it might even break 1 million pay-per-view buys with all the controversy that it didn't harbored. We got the knee, was it a knockdown? We got to wipe my hair because the grease was in my eye. We got Lamont Roach arguably beating Tank. We really gonna see Tank against some resistance. A lot of people didn't think this fight was gonna be super challenging for Tank. Lamont Roach got on the media. He called out a few people in the media about it, saying, "Oh, y'all thought I was gonna get knocked out. He really won the fight, or he arguably won the fight." Um, we really get to see and know, like, man, this dude is gonna push Tank. This dude can really probably beat Tank, or this dude can really knock Tank out on a rematch. So I think it's gonna call a lot of more pay-per-view sales gonna happen. It's gonna be a bigger fight in general. And then I just think, man, for all this, I think this just turned Tank up a notch. If he is who he say he is, because you lost to Lamont Roach. No knock on Lamont Roach. Lamont is a great fighter, but he could have took this draw against the Keyshawn Davis. He could have took this draw against the Shakur Stevenson. People who boxing analysts and fans been calling for years. Like, he could have put his record and, you know what I'm saying, his name on the line against a notable worldwide opponent. Instead of people saying, oh, it was a cherry pick gone wrong. Me, I typically think the next fight gonna be a banger. Because when somebody know you, they know you, bro. Like, that's typically why Keyshawn and Shakur won't fight each other. They know each other too well. It's just gonna be a glorified sparring match. Um, that's why friends don't typically fight each other. They done spar multiple times. Uh, they know their tendencies. They know each other's strengths. They know each other's weaknesses. But now I think it's really finna turn into bad blood because Lamont is really coming for Tank's spot. Like, seriously. Tank did it out of love. You know, he was, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to put my fellow DMV brother on. He going to get paid. I'm going to get the knockout, and we going to go about our way. No, sir. Lamont took this as, I'm finna knock you off the map. I'm finna be the new king at 135. And then I'm taking on Shakur. And then I'm taking on Keyshawn. And then I'm taking on Loma. That's how Lamont Roach looking at this. He already talking about if this rematch with Tank fall through, he already looking for fights with Shakur Stevenson. He already looking at fights with Keyshawn Davis. We just gotta wait and see, man. Lamont Roach went on It Is What It Is with Cam and Mace. And he straight up said his part of the deal is already signed. Waiting on Tank to hit him back. We heard reports Lomachenko. They coming out the woodwork saying that Tank is a better fighter than Shakur Stevenson, and they want the Tank fight instead of the Shakur fight. So a lot of opportunities, man. A lot of people coming to the forefront now. So, you know what I'm saying? Saying that they really want to fight Tank. Y'all remember before Last year, Loma and Tank was supposed to fight. Lomachenko said, he not in the mood to fight Tank. He good. He want to fight him in 2025. He saw that performance versus Roach, and now he ready. He said they ready to fight Tank. So it's a lot of opportunities, man. The boxing world on fire. It's lit, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. We on the road to 3,000 subscribers, and I'm out. Peace.
They say fuck them, they would on your